Hey guys, I'm Jase at Jase Outdoors, and in this video I'm going to be unboxing and field testing the new cellular camera by Tactacam. So just a little bit about this camera real quick. The price point of this camera made this thing very appealing. It's at $99 at Cabela's or Amazon. Plans can start at $5 a month, and you can go from month to month. There's no contracts, none of that. You can pay up your plan during hunting season for the unlimited plan, which is still pretty cheap. I think it's like $13 to $15. Of course, it's cheaper if you add more cameras, and it's cheaper if you pay for the whole year right off the bat. So it's a 24 megapixel camera, a 2 1/4 LCD screen in it for viewing the photos as well. It's just, for me, it's just a matter of, is it going to send me the pictures? I mean, that's why we buy a cellular camera, isn't it? So let's jump in here and see what this thing can do. So a big hefty antenna. The device itself comes with your USB cable, of course your strap, and the instructions. You're probably going to need this right off the bat. So typically I just dive right into these things, but I'm going to just take a minute to read over the instructions here to get this thing fired up. Alright, so we're going to put the antenna on, throw some batteries in it. This takes 12 AA batteries. Whew, okay, that's a lot of batteries. Put the SD card in it. So your SIM card is already in it. It's located here on the side next to your SD card. It takes up to 32 gig SD card. You want to use a class 10 for that. Just right off the bat, I'm just a little disappointed that the LCD screen is on, the inside of the camera. So when you open it, you're looking at the tree. I guess at least with a cellular camera, you can check it to make sure you're getting what you want to see before you leave when it sends you the photos. Again, I typically like to set my cameras up high, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt when you can't see what you're getting in the screen. So that's kind of a bummer there. But we're going to get this thing activated and set up and ready to be used. Okay, so I just downloaded the Tactacam Reveal app. Pretty easy. Just go to the App Store, download it, create an account with your email, password, and so we got to activate this camera. It says to go to the setup mode, and it starts searching for a signal right away. In your app, you go to cameras, and it says register camera, and scan the QR code. So if you go in here, go to menu, scroll over to 4G, hit OK, and there's the QR code. If you hit OK there, a little barcode comes up. Wow, that was quick. I didn't even have it on there. Okay, that took a solid minute. It says activation complete. Your camera has been successfully activated. Please restart your camera by turning the switch to off, then switch to camera setup to verify the cellular service, and then we turn it to on. So, okay, I'll just go through the menu real quick to see what options we have in here. So we hit menu. You have like 4 tabs at the top: Cam, PIR, the 4G, and Other. So in your camera, you can name the camera, camera mode. Hit OK. You can take a photo and then video. I believe it'll only send you the photo, but flash power, so you can change. I mean, want it on high, right? Image size. Probably, if you're going to pull your card and check it often, then you want to keep it up higher. But these photos, when they get sent to you on your phone, it's just like a thumbnail size, very low quality image anyway. So I'm just going to keep it on 12. So night mode, there's 3 modes. You can have it so that it has a faster shutter speed to minimize the blur, balanced, and long range. So I guess we'll just keep it right in the middle for now. Multi-shot. I had wrote to Tactacam about this, and so this will shoot a burst up to 5 images, which is kind of cool, but it's only going to send you the second picture, which is I don't know, it's kind of a bummer, especially if you know, you're paying for the unlimited plan. I feel like I should get all 5 of those pictures, but the video size, if you run it, so that's all that's in the cam. Then the PIR is your sensitivity, your trigger sensitivity. You can adjust that from high, middle, low, or off. I'm going to keep it in the middle just for now. Delay, or then you can have a timer where it goes off whenever you want. So then, whoops, go to 4G. You can have it maximize the number of pictures it sends you every day. Keep that unlimited. And then other, so language, date and time is set on auto. Battery type, change that to lithium since that's what I have in there. SD loop, so it'll just keep recording over your card as needed. And then password protect. And then you can update the firmware. The one thing I was really kind of paying attention to as I was going through this menu, when I put in a new SD card, especially one that has been used by another trail camera, I like to format that card right off the bat. And I just did not see any format option in here, so I'm going to dig a little deeper here for that setting. Okay, so that took me a little bit to figure that out. So to format the card right away off the bat, if you push the up button, that will take you into your view mode. So when you're in the field and you want to view your photos on the camera, you hit up and this will display your image. Then you go to menu, and that's where you'll get to delete each photo or format the card. So we're going to go ahead and format that. Hit yes, okay, scroll over, hit okay, and now that card is formatted, so we should be ready to rock here. Let's give it a try and see what happens. Flick that switch to on. There's a little button that lights in the front there, and once that goes out, it's already ready to roll. So we'll see what happens here. Alright, so it's not alerting me that it's took any photos here. It has not sent me a picture. I don't know what's going on here. It'll be a minute. Okay, so I don't know, it was just taking an awful long time to send the photo, but once it did, they're starting to come in pretty regularly. The thing is, the app just doesn't alert you fast enough. So I was waiting for a notification, I never got it. If I went into the app and just kind of refreshed it, but it's not updating on its own, I'm not getting a notification. One thing I noticed too is I turned the camera, I was playing with it. I don't know, I didn't realize it, and maybe because they didn't say it. I think on the box it just says it's an adjustable night illumination at 96 feet. You can see the LEDs glowing in this when it fires. So it's a low glow LED. I guess I thought with the black cover that it would be a no glow, but you can see those glowing. So that's going to kind of change the way I hang this camera. I mean, I typically like to get these up high anyway, just to hide them a little bit better from potential thieves. But I'd be curious to hear what you guys think. If you can leave a comment down below on whether or not you think these LEDs, the low glow versions, will spook deer or not. Maybe mature deer, let's put it that way. I don't know, I feel like here in Pennsylvania where our deer are constantly have interactions with humans at some point throughout the day, I don't think it would bother them too much here, but I also don't want to take a chance if I'm sitting this right up over a trail and that's like eye level with them and that thing starts to glow. So that's a slight bummer, but I'm just going to have to hang this camera a little differently. We're going to get this outside and see what it can do in kind of a real world situation. Alright, so I'm going to hang this up with the strap provided, and I do like the strap because it's nice and thin. And it's got a clip here in the back that you just pull on it and it just makes it nice and tight. It does have the Python locks, so you can lock into the tree. However, it does not have a way to lock the latch. So somebody can just come in here and take your SD card or even your SIM card. So that's kind of a bummer. But we're just gonna walk through it a bunch of times and see what it does. Okay, so far this thing is performing really well. Up close, the trigger speed is fast enough to catch me, you know, when I'm close. It's half a second trigger speed. It picked me up pretty far. The pictures are coming in. The biggest problem, I think, is the app. The app is, it's pretty flawed, I think. When you look at it, so here's the last picture of me walking by pretty far out. If I click that picture to view it big, I can't rotate the screen to see it full size. I can zoom in, but now I want to go see the next picture. I can't do it. I can't scroll. So I have to go back and hit the next picture. So again, I can't, that kind of drives me crazy. And also, it feels like I have to mash this button like 8 times before it takes me back. You know, there is a delay between each photo, and I'm wondering if I can't have it take a photo and then fill that gap with video. So it'll send you that first picture and then, you know, do the video, but you're still gonna have to come pull your card to get that video. It does shoot a burst of 5, but it's only gonna send you the second picture. I mean, I don't know, I just feel like if I'm going to have the unlimited plan and I set that to take 5 pictures, I want it to send me all 5 pictures. If I only wanted to send 1 picture, then that's what I would set it at. But you know, setting it up over a run or something, I like to have multiple pictures. But you know, if you're gonna set this up over, you know, a bait pile or something, then that's really not going to be an issue. But it takes so long in between each photo before it sends the next one. And I also learned that it does not, the app, it hasn't even notified me that I got a picture. It takes, like, the photo is already there, it just takes way too long before it actually alerts me on the phone. But see, like just now, I just got one just standing here as I was doing this. You can see my phone just crept into the screen right there. It still hasn't told me, it hasn't notified me at the top yet. But overall, you know, the image quality of the camera is really good. As this camera, as a trail camera, as it functions as a trail camera, is, I mean, it's what you would want to do. As a cellular camera, it's slightly disappointing because you're still probably going to have to come back in and pull your card off, and if you want to see, you know, more of what's happening, if you set it in a burst mode, you're only getting the second picture. So you're gonna have to come in and pull the card to get those other photos, which not a big deal, but to me it just kind of defeats the purpose of having a cellular camera if you still got to go in and check it anyways. But again, this is a $100 camera, so this camera is a lot more affordable, and for me it's going to allow me to have a couple of these, and I think that's going to be super sweet. So I'm just still walking back and forth here to just give it a test and try not to burn up my monthly plan too fast. All right, so now I'm at my hunting location where I have very little reception. So for me, this is going to be the true test of this camera. As you can see, I think I have 1 bar. So I like to think that if I have 1 bar on my cell phone, that I should be able to at least get that on this camera. So fire this up. Takes a while to search. Wow, that's showing it has full bars. That has 5 bars right there at the top. I almost find that, I don't know if that's right. I mean, that has full bars and I have 1 bar on my cell phone, that would be, that's really impressive. That's really good. Wow, that's great. So I should have no problem sending photos here. I'm gonna go down in the valley just a little bit further. I know it even gets worse. Like, I think I even lose it completely on my cell phone. All right, so now I'm in the same ridge, just a little further down, and my phone is showing I have like the 1X with 1 little tiny bar that disappears, and every now and then it might go to like 3G, but like there it just went off. Like, I have no reception right now. So this will be the true test for this Tactacam, I think. So let's fire it up. And there it is, no signal. So it looks like if you have at least 1 bar on the 4G network on your cell phone, you should have no problem getting it on this. This is interesting. So I shut the camera off and I literally took about 5 steps backwards, because I know that this is a spot where even my cell phone, like, I have reception and then I don't, it just comes in and out. And I turned it back on and now it's showing full bars with 4G. It seems like it's either got full reception or has none. I haven't been able to find in between, and right where I'm standing with my cell phone, it comes and goes. So I'm not really sure how accurate that reception gauge is, because literally from right there, 5 steps back, I had no signal to full bars. So for having no 4G signal on my phone, I hung the camera up and I'm getting pictures of me walking by it. So it's working. I don't know if the gauge is right, but it's sending pictures, and that's all I need to know. So my final thoughts on Tactacam's cellular camera. You know, as a trail camera, this thing is really good. Fast trigger speed, the image quality is super good, and the nighttime photos, I mean, I can't believe how good the nighttime photos are. The only downside to that is the LEDs do glow. Again, I'll leave that up to you to decide whether that's a big problem or not, but the nighttime photos are so good. I ended up having a buck walk by last night just after I hung the camera, and I was blown away by how good the nighttime photos are. As a cellular camera, it's slightly disappointing. Just the fact of how long it takes. It's like it won't take the next photo until the last photo was sent, and when you don't have very good reception, it takes a pretty good while. So I'm gonna mess with that, maybe try to fill the gap with video until it takes the next picture. But other than that, I think the app needs some help. I mean, it's new. Overall, you know, just for the price, the image quality, I just have to accept the fact that this will be a camera that I'm still going to have to go and pull the card from to get the burst photos. Not that big a deal. I'm enjoying it so far. Keep checking the updates down below. If I have any issues or run into anything that I discovered, I will put it down below. And you know, if you find this at all helpful, you know, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys watching.